this very stormy day in parts of the mid-Atlantic states and the Southeast, we turn to the military's Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency, which back in 1958 helped put the first weather satellite into space. This year, DARPA celebrates 60 years of stunning inventions that have kept the United States on the cutting edge of technology. Kylie Atwood spoke with some of their scientists.
And red, I've immediately been alerted there's a threat over there.
This is a Ghostbusters rig on a real-life mission.
If that was a 55-gallon drum full of ammonium nitrate, that would be a very big blast.
Today, American soldiers must be inches away to identify a chemical warfare agent or a homemade bomb. But by next year, they'll be able to do that from as far as 100 feet away.
Any chemical that's a threat to a soldier, we try to detect it first.
Ed Dottery's quest is backed by the Pentagon's Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency, also known as DARPA.
The biggest threat right now is probably homemade explosives. If you think of fertilizer, and that's what they're using today in Afghanistan to try and blow up our soldiers.
With the help of DARPA, the goal is to shrink this 30-pound backpack into a handheld device.
DARPA is really an engine inside the Defense Department, challenging our military services to think differently.
Stephen Walker is DARPA's director.
It's important for DARPA to understand the technology, to then be able to explain it to our warfighters and our policymakers, and not be surprised by its use or misuse by a peer adversary.
DARPA helped create the internet, unmanned aerial drones, prosthetic limbs, and Siri. It was created in 1958 in response to the earth-shattering launch of Sputnik by the Soviet Union.
America was surprised when the Russians launched Sputnik. Do you think we'll ever see something like that happen again, where the U.S. is caught off guard?
It's hard to predict the future, but DARPA program managers come to work every day with their hair on fire to prevent technological surprise. Really, the way we found to do that best over the years is to create it.
By a team of mad scientists like Ann Fisher.
We're driven by crazy, that's for sure. How can you be just a step back from crazy so that we can kind of take a risk and then see what we can do in terms of making that risk realizable? And I think about this as my way for service to national security.
DARPA is also working on how to shrink mini robots like these into a size smaller than a human fingertip, hoping they could save lives during recovery efforts, detecting signs of life underneath the rubble of collapsed buildings. First, they have to prove their strength.
We'd like to have them compete in a rock piling competition, a biathlon competition, where we will have them traverse a course.
And these drones are being developed to navigate on their own. The line here shows the drone's brain mapping a course by avoiding obstacles.
Instructing the robot to go up, find a second-story window, go through the second-story window, explore the entire second floor, find a staircase, descend the staircase, and go out through the front door, all on its own.
This is pretty sneaky.
We prefer to think of it as intelligent.
Drone engineers say their main competition comes from China.
They're challenging us in different domains where we used to have a significant lead, and it's more of a competition now.
And what do you say to those who believe that the U.S. has already fallen behind in the technology realm?
I'm not as negative. I think we've still got a lot to offer.
Are they wrong?
I would say they don't know everything that's going on. We're being challenged, no question, in certain areas, but I see what we're doing at DARPA in all areas, and I'm pretty hopeful that we're going to continue to win the tech races of this 21st century.
Kylie Atwood, CBS News, Oxon Hill, Maryland.
I like a group of scientists that go to work with their hair on fire.
It's very visual. I love that there are very smart people like that working on these things.
Yeah, thinking about all these problems.
Yeah.